So urinary system. All right, guys, listening now?
Yes, sorry
Okay.
about that.
Urinary system. Your major organs, your kidneys, the ureters, urinary bladder, and the urethra. Then you have some accessory structures. Okay. The main one specifically in the males, you have the prostate gland. Okay. Now let's begin with the kidneys. What is the blood supply to the kidneys?
Renal artery.
Renal artery. Okay, 1 second. This is a small kidney. Where is the renal artery? Right. I see the renal vein here, and you got to clean this out. Whose specimen is this? Well, this is yours, right? Okay. So maybe your other kidney. Okay. Here we go.
Don't drop the camera into the cat.
Okay. So here you have the renal vein. Okay. And you have the renal artery going over here. Okay. And this is the ureter. So you have the renal artery right here, renal vein, and these are the ureters.
Can you show me where the renal artery again is?
This one.
The white.
Okay, and then
How do I know it's a renal artery? I'm tracing it all the way to the aorta, abdominal aorta. The renal vein, because veins, even though this is not dye injected, it's the trick we use to identify is because veins are high capacitance, so blood remains more, and it congeals and gives it a little darker appearance.
And it's a little thicker, right?
And a little thicker, they're more dilated,
All right.
and they're more flatter. Yeah?
Understood.
Good. Now the ureters, so that's the blood supply. So renal artery brings in blood, and from the renal artery, blood is going to go into the segmental.
Artery.
Okay. Segmentals will be in this region. You see this? Actually, you can see
Oh, yes.
this region where the segmental arteries would travel, okay, which is similar to the cortex, the region. And from here is going to go into the interlobar. The interlobars travel along, then give rise to the arcuate. And the arcuate travel up here on top of the medullary pyramids. Okay. And the arcuate then give rise to the cortical radiate, which radiate out into the cortex. All arteries.
I have a
Right?
question. Is the cortex
Yes.
like right around like that ring here?
Right. So you see this? The
Yeah.
light colored
That's the
structure?
cortex.
That is the cortex.
So it's inside pretty much.
No, the outer region. The outer light colored region of the kidney
Oh.
is the cortex.
It's inside the kidney, but it's the
It's
outer.
inside the kidney.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But the outer part, this lighter colored region.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Alright.
And that's where you have the cortical radiate arteries. Now from the cortical
veins.
radiate arteries, blood is going to enter into the via the afferent arteriole into the glomerulus. It exits it gets filtered, and from the filtration part, the urine is going to be produced, okay, eventually. Now it leaves the glomerulus via the efferent into the cortical radiate vein. Cortical radiate vein will drain into the arcuate. Arcuate will drain into the interlobar vein, which will drain into the,
Renal vein.
and eventually it will leave and go back into the inferior vena cava. Okay, good. Now, here we removed this last time. What is this? Connective tissue.
Fibrous
Fibrous
capsule.
capsule, which covers the
Yes.
kidneys. Yes, very good. Okay. Now,
Is the kidney intact there?
yeah, you
Oh,
have two
it's
different. They cut it. No, it's not intact.
Oh wow!
It used to be intact.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. These are the two halves of the kidney. All right.
Poor
Now,
kidney.
this region here. So this is the medulla, and this is the cortex. Okay. Now this region here,
The renal pelvis,
renal pelvis. What brings the urine into the renal pelvis?
the major
major
calyx,
and minor
calyx.
Minor and minor calyces. Yes.
But we can't really see it, right? Because it's like
No,
inside
you
the-
can't really see it because this kidney is not that big. On the other one, you could see it a little bit better.
So if we see
But-
a pin sticking in there,
No, that's the renal pelvis. So this region, which brings where the urine comes and collects, is the renal pelvis.
Are you
we'll
gonna
say
like?
what structure is
brings it to the
brain?
renal pelvis.
Yes, I can ask you that, of course.
Don't give
right?
him ideas.
We'll do it. Just preparing.
I can ask you that, definitely. Okay. And from the renal pelvis is what? How would you define the renal pelvis?
It collect
You're close. Well, how? Ureter. Renal pelvis is nothing but a dilated ureter.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the ureter now comes down, and the epithelium in the ureter transitional and comes down into the bladder, and the epithelium in the bladder transitional, and the muscles of the bladder, the smooth muscles. What do we call them specifically?
Detrusor.
The detrusor muscles. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, the two ureters, they bring the urine back into the bladder, okay, and where the two ureters merge, and the urethral orifice in the bladder, okay, forms the 3 points form the trigony of the bladder. Yeah.
Where's the trigony at the?
Inside the bladder, the three orifices for the two ureters and the urethra, forms a triangle. So that region of the two ureters and the urethra we call the trigony of the bladder. That region.
And that's part of the urethra orifices, and what else?
The two urethral orifices and the urethra.
Oh, and the urethra.
Three.
Yeah.
Hence,
Triangle.
trigony.
3 sides.
Yeah. Okay. Now the urethra descends down, and the epithelium in the urethra. Immediately after. Okay. Here's the question. Immediately after the urethra begins, after the
It's
bladder.
Transitional.
Transitional.
Oh.
After the prostate.
Immediately as the urethra exits the bladder, it's going to be transitional epithelium. Okay. Now in the males in the middle, it's going to become pseudostratified columnar. Okay. Then at the end,
Stratified.
stratified squamous,
Squamous, because it's the skin.
like the skin.
Continuation of the
Yeah. But in females, you will have the immediately after the urethra exits the bladder, transitional, and then near the tip, stratified squamous. Yeah. Okay. All righty. Now that's that. What have we missed? Did we miss anything? I think I covered most of the anatomy. Well, you have the two ureters, and now the left gonadal vein. Okay, you have the left renal vein is fine and dandy, but the left gonadal vein, and this guy is a guy. Is the left gonadal vein intact?
there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay. So left gonadal vein in most mammals will drain into including us, will drain into the left renal vein. Yeah. Okay. But
It's different on the right?
the right renal vein just goes directly, and the right gonadal vein also goes directly into the inferior vena cava. So it's only different on the left side.
So the left side, it comes off of the kidney, the gonadal.
Left renal vein. The left gonadal vein on the left side, left gonadal vein drains into the left renal vein. But the right gonadal vein drains into the inferior vena cava.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Okay. All right. Now, I think that's it for the gross. Any questions so far? Prostate.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the prostate is a remnant of it right here, where it used to be. Okay. You have a slight thickening around the urethra here, which you can see a little, and that was the prostate. Okay. Yeah.
So that could be either the prostate or the urethra. Right?
That's just fat.
Oh,
Yeah. Say it again.
That could be either the prostate or the urethra.
The top part would be the.
No, I would not ask you the prostate because it's not visible.
So
I
that
would
would
not.
be urethra.
It would be just urethra. I'm not going to ask you the prostate.
that's
Yeah,
it?
because it's not visible there. It wouldn't be fair to you.
You will ask the gonadal vein thing?
Of course. That's more of a review from circulatory. You should definitely know that by now. Yeah. Okay. All righty. So continue. Have you got